Tony, your games here are never dull. Where do you think this one was decided?
I thought we fought to get back in the game, and we had our chances. I thought we left some points on the board with some finishes. We were right there, and I thought we had a couple chances, but the guys made some big shots. I mean, Malcolm had a terrific second half, and, that play we were down 2, we said if you can get a clean look, take it. If not, then maybe we wanted to attack. Maybe we could have gotten a better shot, but he was really feeling it. And then they made some plays too. We were scrambling a little bit with our matchups and defensively when Isaiah wasn't in there, so hopefully he'll be okay. But again, we fought hard in the second half, got on the offensive glass, played pretty spirited. I thought in the first half we were on the edge with our transition defense. We were on our heels and they were really attacking. And credit to them, they played on Saturday and got beat pretty handily, and they really fought hard in this game and battled in a good environment.
Okay, Mike and then Lady.
Sorry, when London had the layup with about 4 seconds to go, it looked like they did a nice job of taking away threes. Did you want him going to the basket, or was that just forced by their defense?
The last play?
There was the layup.
Oh, yeah. We didn't have a timeout. We used it. If he could have gotten a 3, we were trying to get that, and they did a good job defensively, and he got in there, and then we scored, and we got a chance to run a play at the end, and they defended that pretty well with I think 3.7 seconds. So yeah, we were running an action to get a 3. We had a couple options to get some 3s, and then when they took it away, it got sort of our spacing got off, and then it was more about you had to make a play, and it was, if he could have spaced and got one off, take it, but still gave us a chance.
Whitey.
Is Isaiah okay with like a concussion maybe?
He got hit in the back of the head. I think they threw a loop, and Chikiri, is that how you pronounce his last name? I want to say it right. He, I think the back of his knee, it looked like, you guys probably saw the replay that better than I did, but just he got hit, and he was really, he had a headache. I don't know. Hopefully he'll be okay because we need his defensive prowess, and he's been playing well for us.
I was trying to ask him that same question.
Yeah, his foot, in practice yesterday, I don't know if he sprained or what he did. He's had trouble something with his foot, so that, we were a little, Jared came in and did some good things when he was in there, but we were shorthanded with, at least as of late, the rotation I've been going with Evan playing some 4 minutes, and then when Isaiah got hurt, especially down the stretch, that's the lineup we've been going with. But we went with 4 guards for a stretch, and we used Mike and Anthony, and it was, they exploited some things defensively against us.
Okay, we'll take one in the middle.
Coach, you mentioned Miami getting handily a couple days ago. They also had a lot less time to prepare for this game than you did, yet they won. Is this just talks about kids' resiliency, that they can bounce back?
Yeah, for sure. No, you knew when you get beat like they did, they were going to be awake. They were going to be ready. I'm sure Coach had their attention, and they ran into a buzzsaw down there in Carolina. Carolina came off a hard loss, but they were going to come ready, and we knew that. The way the schedule is, I know that's talked about a lot. I mean, we didn't play. We had 7 or 6 days to prepare. They had 1. That's not balanced, but they did a good job, and we fought, we played pretty hard, and had chances, but didn't get it done. Left too many out there, like I said. But yeah, absolutely, back to your question. Resilient young men, well-coached team, and they made it hard for us. In the second half, we got it going a little bit, but there were 2 teams that were fighting, and that's what it's about, to be in this spot late in the conference race.
Doug and then David.
Do you see teams doing anything differently to contain Anthony? Looks like his production's been out.
Yeah, he got on the glass. Those are some big bodies he went against. Tony was a big, is it Tony or Tanya? Let's pronounce it right. Huh? Tanya. Say, all right, I'm getting it. He's big. He's hard to finish against. He got, Anthony got some looks, but he got him on the glass, and I think people maybe are trying to lay off a little bit more. He hit the first shot to start the game, but we were running good offense, and he was getting more on the glass, and Malcolm was getting into that sweet spot, so that was working for us.
Okay, David.
Tony, you alluded to not finishing earlier. You just alluded to Jakiri's length. Mm-hmm. Obviously connected, but are those plays that you guys just have to finish?
Yeah, if you want to win in this setting, there's a few there. We had couple guys made some good passes, and we just didn't finish them when I thought we were there in the right spot. And there was probably 3 of those that were crucial for us. But nobody's trying to miss a shot, and the plays are there. But yeah, if you want to win in the setting, you need to get some offense or defensive rebounds. You need to probably play a little better ball screen defense in the first half. You got to stop them in transition better. So it's just the accumulation effect. But you just see those things. Oh, we were right there. We had a chance to, go up one and we missed one, and then they came down and all of a sudden they get a dunk. It was a quick swing at that time was pretty significant.
Do you have a question?
Well, obviously Sheldon McClellan gets a lot of attention for 3, but I mean Davon Reed and his
He's good.
threes in particular.
5-6, geez. Now smooth, silky smooth shot, and I told our guys he played very efficient, very good. A lot of times he got some looks because either we post trapped or Rodriguez drew so much attention and we're trying to get the ball stopped, and then they skipped it across and he was lining it up. And then he made a couple tough ones off some staggers, I think. So he was, that you need that X factor in games like this. That guy, one of the other guys, Rodriguez is going to be, other guys that are your typical suspects. You need someone else to step up, and he did that for them in this game.
Ava and then Mike.
Tony, you guys have been talking a lot about all the bounds you're getting from up and down the roster, and tonight it was kind of bounds.
Yep.
How do you make sure that this isn't a step back? Was it a step back?
Yeah. For the other guys, you look, first of all, were the quality looks there? Did we get good looks? Darius gave us some nice plays offensively, for sure, but.
Stand in the back right there, just stand on the side.
All right. Coach, you can go if you want. So I guess when you win, you can do what you want, right? So that's all right. That's good. All right. Congratulations.